Welcome back, Brick House Bones family, to another episode. This week we're doing a really wonderful, approachable series of 4 exercises that are based in yoga poses. This is really lovely and really, I think almost anyone could attempt these and find modifications to make them work. As always, this is general education and not specific medical advice. Always listen to your body and check with your bone health expert for specific guidance. All right, welcome. If you're new here, thank you for coming. And if you'd like, just hit the subscribe button and you'll get this information every week. Together, we're building stronger bones and preventing fractures. I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm a physical therapist and bone fit trained professional. Let's go with our yoga series today. We're doing mountain pose for our posture. I love mountain pose. So grounded and strong, and you think it's not doing anything, but it's doing a lot. Then we're going to do tree pose, which is a classic balance pose, but it's really about how we're grounding, shifting, and moving in and out of it. And then we're going to do chair pose, very powerful strength, not just for the legs, but for the upper back. I love chair pose for osteoporosis and osteopenia. And then lastly, we're going to do a little hop of our feet together, which can be absolutely done with a chair or supported in a countertop. Right, so mountain pose. We'll get started with the first one. This is our posture component. Let's have our feet hip width apart, about 1 fist width in between the feet. Make sure the foot tripod, the big toe base, the little toe base, and the heel, all 3 points of contact have even pressure through the feet and are in contact with the ground. We want the crown of the head reaching up with the chin tucked back. Spiral open the shoulders, palms facing forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down with the fingers reaching towards the floor. Spiral the thighs or the femurs outward, squeezing the glutes. So we have this very active, tall, dignified posture. Muscles are contracting and tensing as we're reaching down, rooting through our legs, reaching the crown of the head upward. This is building the strength for our tall posture. Breathing through this very active but stationary position. Finding that length through the body, that optimal length, while the shoulders are pushing away from the ears and the ears are reaching up for the sky. Let's take a big breath in and reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, very good. So about a 30-second or so hold in that mountain pose, and see if you can't squeeze a mountain pose in 3 times a day, every day this week. See if you can't check yourself in the mirror and see how nice and tall. Remember to keep that chin tucked and that neck long, and really see how much height you can get from your head to the sky and how close your fingertips can get to the floor. All right, next up, tree pose. And tree pose is a classic, and we do a lot of single leg balance in Brick House Bones because it's so critical to helping us prevent falls. So I teach tree pose by same position of the feet right under the hips, and then we shift the weight to the leg that we're going to stand on. You may use a chair for balance as you get into this. That's always okay. Position 1 would be the kickstand position with the toes of the other foot still touching the ground. We want to open that knee if we can. Position 2 is on the lower leg. Position 3, if you're feeling like you can go there, is to get that foot up on the thigh. Now I have a hard time keeping my foot there. It always wants to slide down, so I tend to keep it in position 2. You do you, whatever works for you today. Key here as we transition, weight shifting to the one leg, setting our foot in position, we want to try to have as much control as possible. Once you're here, hands can be at heart center, Or if you want to increase the challenge, hands go above the head. Just the little finger and thumb touching, spread the other fingers apart. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds here. As you come out of it, lift the foot up, hands come down, step the foot down. So trying to move in and out of tree pose, mindfulness and intention and control. Now, while you're doing it, if you find your foot touches down all the time, no problem. No problem at all. Just reset your foundation, your anchor, and start again. So moving over onto the other leg, putting your other leg up into position, either on the kickstand, the lower leg, or the upper leg. Hands to heart center or reaching up overhead. Focusing on a point in front of you for your eyes to concentrate on, to steady your balance. Settling on your breath and the sensation of breathing, relaxing the body, even while it's active. And as you prepare to come out of this pose, lift the foot and place it back down. Good job, everybody. Simple, but so effective. So effective. Next, we're going into chair pose. I love a chair pose. Chair pose is so powerful. This is a strength pose, strength through the legs and through the shoulders and upper back. So important for strengthening our spinal muscles with osteoporosis and osteopenia. So this one really packs a lot of bang for our buck in doing it and how much we gain with this position. So feet hip width apart. We're going to extend the arms all the way up, spread the fingers, really reach up tall, lift the heart up, and then reach your tailbone back and down, bending the knees while maintaining the lift through the heart. Keep the knees over the ankles, over the feet. Don't let them rotate in or out. Keep them in line with the hips and the ankles. If you cannot maintain this arm extended position, no problem. Hands can come to heart center or to the hips. But try to hold for 5, 10, 20 seconds, building that heat, building that tension, and then bring the hands to heart and stand deliberately with control. So the goal on that is that you can hold chair for 30 seconds wherever your arms are comfortable being to start. So if they need to be here or here, that's okay. You get more benefit by having the arms up, but I don't want you to have any shoulder pain with that, just fatigue. 30 seconds, 3 rounds. So you can rest and try to do another round, rest another minute or two, try to do a third round. If you're starting at 5 seconds, that's okay. 2 seconds, that's okay. 10, wherever, start where you are and build from there. That's the Brick House Bones way. And you get to see your progress over time, which is really exciting. Okay, the last exercise, simple, fun, very effective. This combines both power and impact. It's another twofer. Step the feet out, hop the feet together. Step the feet out, hop the feet together. So we get both this power move and an impact move when we land. And you don't have to land hard, but we're still getting that impact through our body as we land. Can you do it at a countertop? Absolutely. If you don't quite have the hops yet, use your counter to give yourself a little boost. Step out, hop. This way you get to test it out. See how it feels on your joints. It doesn't have to be big, and you don't have to do a lot of repetitions if you're just starting this hopping to see how it feels. So be springy, be light to start with. Let your joints get used to it. Maybe you only do 3 to 5 if that's your first time hopping and you haven't done that in a while. Start really easy. Work up to 10 to 20 hops And you could do that 2 rounds. We want a lot of repetition of those. So 10 to 20 hops, 2 rounds, and that's a twice a week when we talk about power and impact. Power, impact, and strength exercise, so chair pose, twice a week. 3 if you're feeling really strong. Balance and posture, you can do every day. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you liked this episode. I really liked it. I love yoga. I love teaching yoga. I've got another great episode for you next week. So stay tuned and I'll meet you right here.